Afternoon. So today is September 8th and it's 4 o'clock. INT Infrastructure Committee, so please call the roll.
Chairperson Wani Garza.
Here.
Vice Chair Ted Masiacos.
Present.
Alderman Jonathan Nunez.
Here.
Alderwoman Shweta Babe.
Here.
Alderman at Large Keith Larson.
Here.
5 present.
Okay. The first item is approval of the minutes 25-0689 from Monday, August 25th.
So moved.
Motion by
Second.
Alderwoman Suera Bate.
Second.
Second, Alderman Larson. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion passed 5-0. Public comments?
There is no public comment today.
Okay. The first item on the agenda is 25-0254, a resolution authorizing the execution of joint funding agreement with the state of Illinois with the execution of Phase 3 construction engineering services agreement with Michael Baker International, Inc., and the not to exceed the amount of $275,341 and the appropriation of $960,000 for the deal and monitor transport to Iola resurfacing project.
Good afternoon. Tim Widener with the Engineering Division. So I'll be presenting on the next 3 items, and they're all very similar. They're federally funded resurfacing projects that we've designed in-house that we're ready to take into the construction phase. All 3 should be on the November state letting, and then with construction happening next year. So the first project we read off was the Deal and Molitor project. There's a location map in Exhibit A, but it's pretty much all Deal and Molitor from Farnsworth to Iola, and it kind of splits apart, etc. We selected Michael Baker, so Exhibit B is their engineering agreement, and Exhibit C is the QBS results, and that'll be similar for the next 2 projects as well. So the first exhibit is just basically the federally funded agreement, talks about the cost sharing and how those federal funds get distributed. Let's see. Oh yeah, one thing to note on this project too, I did not mention the Logistar, but we actually have 2 previously approved IGAs. We're paving a really small section of Aurora Township technically, and a really small section of Naperville Township. So they're gonna actually, we need to front fund it, but they'll reimburse us for paving their section. So between the 2 entities, that should be about $15,000 coming back. But I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Okay. So this one want to be exactly the same, only resurfacing. They're not doing nothing else, right?
I'm sorry, what was that?
They don't want to do nothing else, just resurfacing the pave only
Yeah, it's just
in the zone.
it's just resurfacing pretty much. Yep.
Okay. Questions, comments? Yes?
Yeah, just out of curiosity, since we have our normal yearly resurfacing projects going on based on how bad the pavement is, are these ones that we just decided to apply for federal funding for to help out with that, and we're also going to we're going to need to be repaved anyway, sometime within the next couple of years?
Yeah, good question. So a couple things with the federally funded, and then with these 3 specifically, it's STP or Surface Transportation Funds that get administered through the King Kendall Council Mayors. So first thing is the route needs to be on a federal aid route or FAU route, so that's a requirement for eligibility. So not all our roads are on there. It's mainly our arterials, major collectors, and there's a little bit of different classifications. So right now they have a call for projects every 2 years, so they actually have one coming up in December. So it's just us kind of forecasting, okay, what's eligible on the federal aid route, and what might be a good resurfacing candidate. Because actually, for this next call, they were looking to fill out the program for 2030 to 2031. So we kind of look at that and maybe throw in some other ones. So yeah, we try to apply for as many of these as we can, especially recently. And then it's a competitive program, so it needs to have a certain score, and it's a fiscally constrained program, so they need to, there's only so many projects that make it in. But no, I'm kind of rambling here, but at least with these recently too, there's been a lot of opportunity for us to move projects into the program. So these were technically unfunded, and we were able to move it in because they were in the program. So
Okay.
does that answer your question?
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you. And I guess one follow-up, are there, if there's another round of applications going on, are there other things that we're looking to apply for the future?
Yes. So we kind of got to circle the wagons on that again. We kind of have an ongoing list. We have the CIP that we kind of look at. So so the resurfacing is only a component of what's eligible and what gets applied for. None of our other projects, there's signal modernization, so we've included in the program more roadway reconstructions. So yeah, we definitely look at the larger SCP projects as well. So that'll be part of what we apply for.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, more questions, comments?
Motion to approve.
Okay, motion approved by Alderwoman Sweattick.
Second.
Second, Alderman Larson. All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, motion passed 5-0. Okay, the next one is related with this, but it's 25-0256, a resolution authorizing the execution of joint funding agreement with the state of Illinois, the execution of Phase 3 construction engineering services agreement with HR Green, Inc. to the not to exceed amount of $247, and the appropriation of $755,000 for the Stonebridge Boulevard resurfacing project.
Tim Widener again with the engineering division. So this is Stonebridge, both pretty much the whole stretch, both on the north side of the Indian Trail, south side. We'll be tying into some of our past resurfacing projects on the Indian Trail, tying into where the county left off from their Eola project. So we selected HR Green on this project. So you'll see all the information from them. And then maybe another unique thing to note about this project is usually all our contracts are working day contracts. But with this one, since we got the elementary school there, the middle school there, it's actually a completion date contract, and we're, requiring in the contract for them to work over the summer since the schools are right there. But since it is a large project, we kind of gave some flexibility for them to work away from the school on some smaller items.
Okay. Comments, questions? Yes?
Thank you, Chairwoman. Question, a little different from the last project that I found in this one is there may be the possibility of additional funds that may be required. Is that correct in how I interpreted this?
Yeah, I think this might be the one that, since the letting's 2 months away, this is all based on estimate and stuff. I think we technically have a small shortfall here. If bids come in well, then it's kind of a moot point, but yeah, especially with the amount of money that's available in the region, if we do have a shortfall after the letting, usually KCOM will approve post-obligation cost increase. So of course, we want to hit those matches as close as we can. So if there's a shortfall here, we'll ask for some more money.
And then just a second question with this regarding the engineering costs. So the city pays up front for those costs, and then we get reimbursed by IDOT, correct? Up to a
Correct.
certain percentage.
Yeah, and it's sort of a cash flow question because the construction contracts, technically IDOT's the contractor and are a steward of the federal funds, so they go out to bid, they pay the contractor directly, and then ask us for invoice.
Mhm.
And then it's the flip, so our contract is with HR Green, with the city of Aurora and HR Green, therefore we have to ask for reimbursement.
Gotcha. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. Yes?
Thank you, Chairwoman. Just a quick question. So all the work will be completed before the school reopens? So
Correct.
by August mid, everything will be done?
Yeah, I think we gave ourselves a week or two cushion. We put in August 7th as the completion
August
date.
7th, okay.
So, but
Makes sense.
now that I say that, I think there might be like 5 days for a punch list or something. So,
Okay.
but yeah, we kind of timed it well ahead of school starting.
And there will be street closures?
No street
No,
closures. It's
okay.
work under traffic. So,
Okay.
flaggers and barricades, et cetera.
Okay. Thank you. Motion to approve.
Motion approved by Alderwoman Sweattick.
Second.
Second, Alderman Nunez. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed 5-0. Thank you. Next item is 25-0587, a resolution authorizing the execution of joint funding agreement with the state of Illinois, the execution of a Phase 3 construction engineering service agreement with Chris Castian and Associates LLC in the not to exceed amount of $343,221 and the appropriation of $1,185,000 for the combined Randall, Eola, Couch, Ellington, and Catin resurfacing project.
Yeah, so with this project, we combined a lot of different streets. So Randall's kind of off on its own, but the other 4 streets out of the 5 listed there kind of conglomerated together. All the streets are listed in the memo. With this project, Chastain we selected as the engineer, and they've done one of these projects for us before. So nothing really else to note on this project.
Questions, comments? Okay, motion approved by Alderwoman Suarez Bate.
Second.
Second, Alderman Larson, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion passed 5-0. And the last item is 25-0677, a resolution authorizing the execution of real estate contract to purchase properties required for the Fransworth Builders Church Roadway widening project.
Good afternoon, Jason Bauer with the Department of Public Works. So this is the 3rd time we've come forth for the same project for acquisition. We got approval a while back to begin the negotiations. We've done so successfully. Again, this is the 3rd time we've come forth to INT to actually ask for the approval to cut the checks for the funds after the negotiations have all been completed, and looking to do that here for the 3rd and hopefully last time on this project.
Okay. Questions, comments?
Third, Chairwoman?
Yeah.
Sorry. Third time, when was the first time you all came up?
I think we were here in January, and then I think again in March.
Okay.
And prior to that, we got authorization from the council to begin the negotiations.
Okay. So it's been forward progress ever since?
Yes,
There's
yep,
been no
correct.
hiccups or anything else? Okay.
So all the parcels, the owners already agree, all?
Yes, yeah, the
All?
negotiations are complete, yes.
Yeah.
So we asked the council to authorize us to begin those negotiations, and we gave you guys an estimate of where we thought the total numbers would come in at, and we've just slowly been working through the negotiation process with
Okay,
our
and the
consultant.
negotiations also, they agree to remove the fences, or who is responsible for move the fences?
It would really depend on any given project. A lot of times, if there's a street light or a fence or something that needs to be removed, a lot of times if it's going back on private property, if it's on the property we're acquiring, we might do the removal, but any of the construction on the private side, a lot of times that's worked into the cost and part of the negotiation.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Yes?
No question.
All right.
Motion to approve.
Motion approved by Alderwoman Suarez Bate. Second, Alderman Nunez. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion passed. Thank you. 5-0. No other item in this agenda.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion adjourned by Suarez Bate. Second, Alderman Nunez. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Motion adjourned at 4:13 p.m. Thank you very much. Thank you.